Hi guys, welcome back to Lifestyle of a Naturalista. Today we're going to be making banana bread in a blender. Everything is going to be made in a blender and then baked in the oven. Also, this banana bread is gluten-free, dairy-free. In fact, it's vegan. It's very simple to make and it's also delicious and has great texture. Look at that. If you want to learn how to make this, stick around. So, like I said, guys, we're going to be making this in a blender. We're going to be doing all the blending and mixing in this blender. We're going to start with 2 bananas. Pick some very ripe bananas, overripe even. That's what we'll be using today. So cut up those bananas and toss them into the blender, and let's start making our banana bread. After your 2 ripe bananas are in the blender, then we're going to put some olive oil. You can also use any other vegan oil of your choice. I choose to use olive oil today, and you're going to be using a 1/4 cup of that. After your olive oil, it's time to put in some apple cider vinegar. I like to use this Bragg's Raw Unfiltered brand, and I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of it. Now it's time to put in some vanilla extract. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then here goes our first pass at blending. We're going to blend it up thoroughly until it is well blended. After this, it's time to start adding in the dry ingredients. If you like, you can separate these blended wet ingredients and then fold in the dry ingredients in a bowl. But we're going to be making everything in a blender today, so let's do this. We're going to be using millet flour as one of our dry flours, and I'm going to be using 1 cup of millet flour. And then we're going to be using cassava flour, a 1/4 cup of cassava flour. There it goes. And tapioca starch, 1/2 cup of tapioca starch. Yes, y'all, this is a lot of flour to put into a blender, so if you are not comfortable doing this, you can mix it separately in a bowl. But trust me, it works. I will show you. All right, and then some salt, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then some sugar. I'm going to be using coconut sugar, 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. There it goes, coconut sugar in the mix. And then baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. If you can find aluminum-free baking powder, that would be awesome. And last but not the least of the dry ingredients is 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. All right. Now I'm just going to mix everything together a bit before blending so that it blends okay. But we will still need to add water because, yeah, it does need some more water. So after doing this first pass at blending, after adding the dry ingredients, then we're going to put in some water to finish up the blending process. I'm using a 1/4 cup of water, adding that in bit by bit and blending as you go along. Okay, now after blending, mix everything up together with a wooden spoon or any spoon. Just make sure to mix it up together and then blend it again to make sure that everything is well incorporated during the blending process. I'm going to do this a couple of times till we are done. Okay guys, so we are done. After this final blend, then we're done. All right, so now it is time to, well, our batter is ready first and foremost, and then it's time to transfer our batter into the glass pan that we're going to be using to bake. Make sure to line it with parchment paper first, and then I oiled the baking pan before putting in the parchment paper so that the parchment paper sticks pretty good to the baking pan. Then pour your batter into the baking pan that's been lined with parchment paper. You know the drill. Get the batter ready to be baked in the oven. And we're going to be baking at 370 degrees for about 45 minutes or till a toothpick goes through that banana bread clean and clear with no stickiness. Trim off that excess parchment paper and get your baking pan ready to go into the oven and start baking your bread. Off into the oven it goes, and then 45 minutes later it is time for the banana bread. Yay! Ta-da! There goes your quick, easy peasy banana bread that is dairy-free, gluten-free, and vegan, and delicious, full. Very full of deliciousness. All right. Time to see how this looks inside. Okay, this is what I love about using parchment paper. You just bring out whatever you're baking out in one piece, easy peasy, no breaking. Ideally, let this cool before you cut through it, you know, so it doesn't break or anything. Here it is. Yum, yum. Okay, after letting it cool, now let's cut through it and take a bite. Great texture and no eggs. The bananas really help to give the bread a really good texture without having to use eggs. And there you go. Delicious, yummy banana bread. Great texture. Absolutely delicious. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you're going to make it so you can enjoy it yourself at home. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. Till the next one, guys. Bye.